Well, Eric, thanks for the question. Well, number one, first thing I want to tell you is you want to be aware of your instrument. Warm up, warm up, warm up, warm up, warm up, warm up, warm up. The first thing a young fledgling bodybuilder needs to do when they get into the gym is not be so concerned about, can I bench the house? And not be so concerned with, can I squat the house? The first thing that I think we really want to do is just become aware. And I think the road to developing this insightful awareness is warming up, going through the basic fundamentals. I think basic fundamentals start with practice. When you think about like a violinist or a world-class celloist or a musician, the thought is that they want to take the time to actually learn or become acquainted with their instrument. You know, I would imagine that if I were trying to learn how to play the piano or something like that, I would not be afraid of being exposed to a little bit of the theory, but then also feeling the keys, being aware of where the keys, specific keys are on the instrument. So to answer your question, I think that the first way I would kind of answer that question is to say that I know it's a good practice to warm up. I remember being a young man starting to exercise, and I always heard the older champions talk about warming up, stretch, warm up. I didn't understand why, but now in a moment like this, when I hear a question like that, I realize, man, it's fundamental to warm up. Because there's going to be lessons that you learn in the process of doing so. You're essentially becoming aware. You're doing the necessary work that allows you to become aware of your instrument. So warming up, getting your heart rate up, getting the blood flowing, getting the connective tissues with the necessary juices, so they're just not moving cold. But then through that, also working through stretching, because even through stretching, believe it or not, it's a contraction of sorts. There's a muscle learning set of impulses that go through that actual practice of doing. I'm not even talking about lifting weights, though. I'm talking about, because when you think about it, dude, I've been training over 20 years. I've never had some serious issues, but one of the things that I feel a lot of times I'm a lot closer to the potential of having an injury, and what I have to do is pull back and listen a lot more. The fact that I can tell you, I can vocalize that I feel that I'm closer to an injury lets me know that there's internal feedback. There's a conversation that I'm having, not just, where I'm saying, I'm going to do, but also, well, what am I feeling? What is that like? What is that reminiscent of? Okay, what can I put in its place? Am I training tissue? Am I training joints? Or am I training the muscles? There's this, okay, where's my pelvis? Where's the placement of my pelvis? Am I bending my knee? Or, am I just bending my knee, or am I activating my quads?
Right.
But this is that learning your instrument, being aware of your instrument, being open for the dialogue, because there is a dialogue. It's question and answer. Question and answer. Well, what does this feel like? Where am I at? Where do I feel this at? Okay, well, okay, let me do one more set. Do I feel it where I want? Okay, well then, scratch that. We're gonna have to probably go another way. Warming up, stretching, and then taking the time to actually go through basic understanding of the movements that you're doing. I think that ultimately, you'll learn how to do other things when you start talking about being able to think and work as a technician on the job. You'll be able to make decisions based on the things that you learn. So just being a little clearer, I mean to say that you get in there, you warm up, you stretch, and don't be afraid to go through the basic fundamentals of that experience.